What's up, YouTube? Team Play for Days here. My name is Aaron. I'm one of the newer members on the team. Before I joined the team in the past, Team Plays for Days did a deck profile of my Mercuro DarkHeroes. I got second place in Atlanta, Georgia. But since then, between now, time has passed, and I've joined the team since then. So, shout out to those guys. But today, I'm bringing you another profile of mine of DarkHeroes, but this time it's Zetta DarkHeroes, not the Mercuros. Waiting for the Hero World set to drop before we get into that kind of action. But today, I got one of my Zetta builds here today. I got some buddies of mine. We've been sticking with Zetta ever since Zetta first got released after the loop of Guilty Wave, got errata. We're sticking with it. We've been constantly updating this deck to fight this new format and everything. So shout out to those guys if you're watching this. But anyways, we're going to get right into this deck profile here. To start things off, we're playing 4 Armor Battle Demon Zettas. Obviously, you can't play the deck without Zetta. This is your main guy, basically. You equip him. He's a 10-2-3, and every time you impact call, he gains an extra critical. So, yeah, extra crits are nice. Then we're playing 2 of the OG Zetta. He's just a vanilla, but you want to equip this guy depending on your matchup because of the 4K defense. These guys have low K defense, so against stuff like Executioners or Oni Assassins, you might want to go into this guy just for that extra K defense, kind of helps out. And we're playing 2 Demonic Battle Demon Zettas to finish off the round of Zetta monsters in this deck. I should say, wasn't using this guy before, but over time, you know, after updating the deck with my buddies and everything, we decided to give him a good tryout. I'm doing it as a 2-of, and I'm really liking it. He's another way for you to get Zetta equipped if you don't have it, but I mainly use him for his second ability, which is discard him from your hand and pay 1 gauge to add any impact monster from dropstone to your hand. So you get to choose whatever you need in that situation, or if you need to ditch it for something. So, or you can call him, swing, beginning of final phase, use his skill to equip Zetta from your deck and add a gem clone to your hand if you're playing any kind of gem clone. So, he's not a bad card. I recommend you guys try him out if you're not using him already. On to other monsters. We're playing 4 Light Demons. This card is busted. That's going to be my thing, is busted. Just so you guys know. He has Soul Guard and Counterattack. Pay 1 gauge, put a top card of your deck into his soul. And you have Zetta equipped. He can't be destroyed by your opponent's card effects, whether it's by a spell or by a monster effect, anything like that. And he gains 2k defense, which is an 8k wall. This guy is amazing. Against Oni Assassins, you definitely want to go in this guy because I have a hard time getting over him. One of my buddies was sitting on Light Demon the whole game, and he made the Oni Assassin player deck out. It's a really good card. And then we're playing 4 Darkness Demons. I'm choosing him as my buddy. Another good buddy option would be Light Demon, but I'm going to go with Dark Demon. He's kind of the opposite of Light Demon, not just in the name. But this guy's really offensive. He has Penetrate. He's a 7/2/5, and you have Zetta equipped. He gains 3,000 power, so he can break through pretty much any wall. And he gains an extra critical, so he becomes a 3 crit. He's really aggressive. On to the only size 2 we play in this deck. We're playing 4 Wind Ghosts. This guy is MVP. I don't care what Zetta deck you're playing, you need to play this guy. He has a move, and when he enters the field, you return a card from your opponent's field to their hand, whether it be an item, or a monster, or a set spell, anything like that. This guy really helps in the Prism matchup, which is one of our hard matchups at the moment, because, well, if they have a Thora, if a Thora can't be destroyed by card effects, and they have that one spell to where you can't remove it, you get rid of all of its soul till it has that one spell left that can't be removed from its soul. Then you bounce it back with this guy, and then you just go swinging at a Thora. It's a very good card. And then we're going with 3 of the OG Water Demons from the Golden Trial deck. We enter this field, remove a soul from a monster. From a card, not just monster. So any card on the field, ditch a soul from it, and in turn, it's destroyed. Mainly because of this, how this format's been going. These two are a great combination, especially when you're going against Prisms or Jaeger or anything like that. And to round it off with the last monsters, we're playing 3 of this Wind Demon, size 0. It's a Boomerang Dragon, but at the end of turn, basically. We're not running the Mud Demon, Earth, that gives you a gauge because we have enough gauge in this deck. And I took him out to try out this guy to help link attacks with my size 3s if I needed it. And this guy's been working out really well. And because he bounces back to hand, I can ditch him in the next turn for any one of my spells or anything like that. That's it for the monsters. So now for spells, we're going to have 4 Artificial Talisman Void Hole. This is your main attack nullifier for the deck. If you are being attacked, so you have to be attacking you, not one of your monsters that's in the center. It has to be you. Nullify the attack. We have to pay a life. And if you have Zetta on your field, you get to add an impact monster from your drop zone to hand for free. Next, we're playing 3 Artificial Talisman 2 draw. So you pay 1 gauge, draw 2. You can only during the final phase, and if you have a Zetta equipped, or you have a gem clone, you draw 2 spell of the deck. So we're going to be running that. Next, we're playing 3 Artificial Talisman Finish Road. This card is also one of the MVPs in this deck. This card is amazing. It's busted. Want to know why? Because it's not once per turn. The cast cost is put an impact monster from your field to drop zone. You get to call any impact monster from your drop zone by paying its call cost. You can even get back the one that you sent for this thing's cast cost. This card is not once per turn. This card, you can use this offensively, you can use this defensively as well. You have a monster in your center that's being attacked, and you play this to get out like a light demon for your drop zone. Not only does that attack fizzle out, but now you have a light demon on your field with Soul Guard, counterattack, and 8k defense. Or for offensively, you can get a Wingo, so you can get the Darkness Demon, anything like that. This card's very good. For gauge, we're playing 3 Hyper Energies and 3 Artificial Talisman 3 gauge. You can do 4-2. You can do 4 of one of them. I like doing 3 of each. Then we're playing 3 Artificial Talisman Gauge and Draw. This is one of the only spells that you can do during the main phase. You can't do it during your final phase. Discard an impact monster from your hand, gauge 1, and draw 2 cards. It's very nice. If you're playing Element, which I do also have built, this guy, well, this spell will let you set up your drop zone for that. Or, you know, if you're playing the size 0 Wind Demon like I am, that bounces back, you can ditch it. And then anything you get back, you can get back with that size 3 Zetta. So this card's really solid. I recommend playing it at 3. I don't really recommend playing it at 4 because it kind of clogs up. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty good. Then we're playing 2 Or So the Dreams I Had Went because spell nullers are busted. Hero World's probably the only world that consistently plays theirs. And in this Twilight build, that's kind of aggressive. With the Zetta gaining a crit every time. Or your Darkness Demons, or your Wind Ghosts. You just link attack, and they try to nullify, and then boom! You play this and they're dead. That's the whole goal. Get them dead. Then we're playing 2, Defeat Them in My Place. This card is a recent addition. After talking over to my buddies about trying it out, and this card has been working out so well. Put a monster from field in your drop zone. You gauge 1. Next time you take damage, you reduce it to 0. So if you have a monster in your center, you can play this. It fizzles out that attack, and then it will basically stop the next attack. And this card is just really good. Then the last cards of the deck, 2 Artificial Salesman, Fine Joker. Search your deck for any non-impact, up to 1 impact monster, a Zetta, or a gem clone's card name, and add to hand. I'm playing 2 of this and 2 of the demonic Zettas. If you don't want to play demonic Zettas, then play 4 of this, obviously. This is because if you don't have Zetta, then you can't play the game. So, alright guys, so that was my Twilight Zetta deck profile. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. If you guys want me to do my Element Zetta build before we get the Hero World set on September 22nd, then let me guys know. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys later. Team Plays for Days is out.